Yeah, what it is, what it ain't. It's your boy Feature.P.
And your boy Ruga Deuce.
And you are now tuned in to another episode of ADOPE Podcast. Yeah!
Yo, what's the word?
Hey, shit, you heard, we here. You know what I'm saying? Another episode. Let's get
Word, another
positive.
episode. Now I mean, yo, how you feeling? Like you started off top of the top, man. How you
No,
feeling, man? How the vibes is?
I ain't gonna hold you. It's good vibes. All 2021. I ain't, you know what I'm saying? Like I
Facts.
said, I'm gonna be on some shit like fucking a lot of niggas, cause that's just what type of time it is. You feel me? But at the same time, all good vibes for me. Like I'm trying to, take care of self, and I mean that to sound selfish. At the same time, I don't. It's all love. You feel me? But it is what it is. You got to deal with that self care, get your shit right, because you can't help nobody unless you help yourself first. Facts.
That's a fact. I feel you, son. Like that's what it's all about. Like a lot of times we get lost. We lose ourselves. You know what I mean? Like that's what
Yeah.
I'm trying to get back to myself, son, because I ain't been myself in a minute. Like even I'm like, yo, nigga, nigga, I used to keep the good smells. I'm like, nigga, why the fuck I stopped doing the good? Like, know what I mean? I started getting my shit
Yeah.
back, got the YSL. Know what I mean? So I was like, nah, I'm about to get back to me for real. Nigga said
You
feeling
legit,
good,
dog.
feeling. know what I'm saying?
Great. Yeah.
know what I mean? Look good, smell nigga say I look like a boss, I taste like a boss. You know what I'm saying?
Like a buzz, nah, but for real though, that's when you feeling good, when you feeling good, then it gives you the ability to make other. You got a fucked up type of vibe about you. You know what I'm saying? You go out and then it's kind of like you give off a fucked up vibe without even really meaning to. You know what I'm saying? Just because you're surrounding your environment. That's like when you come home to a dirty crib, that should change your whole mood. No matter even how you was feeling when you was out, you come back, that should have fucked up your whole shit. You know what I
Facts.
mean? At least for me,
Dirty
I don't
crib.
know.
Nah, for me, dirty crib, being around a bunch of cluster, all that shit like fuck my vibes
Yeah,
up, man. That shit
I
fuck
ain't gonna
all my
hold you.
vibes up. Word.
Yeah, so man, that's just what it is, man. I'm trying to experience a lot of shit that I never did before. Like I said, I don't like feet. I'm not one of them niggas that sitting there playing with toes. I don't want you touching my toes. So all the women that people that you gotta suck on toes. I be talking to shout out to Herb. I be like, oh, you don't suck no feet. You goddamn right, I don't suck no feet. You know what I mean?
Yo, how
I don't do
how
nothing.
you how you know my son ain't wanted that out there like that?
Listen, man, I'm sorry tomorrow. Herb, you know I love you. You feel me?
Word.
It is what it is. But at the same time too, I said like one of the biggest things for me, I was like, yo, a lot of stuff that I don't experience is because I hold myself back from having that experience. Like I've never been to get like a manicure, pedicure. And I'm not saying that that's something that a man is supposed to do, but at the end of the day, I feel like just for the simple fact, like it's a way to pamper yourself to feel it. Because mad people be like, yo, I feel like you walking on clouds after you get that shit done, or you take care of your hands and all that. And I never did it just because I don't want nobody touching my feet. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, that's I was about to ask because when my reason I went like one time honestly, and I felt kind
Right.
of awkward. Know what I mean? Because I was basically
Yeah.
like the only dude in there. But then another dude came in, so I was like, nah, we felt
All
alright.
right, all right.
I ain't gonna
You
hold
gave
you.
that nigga the headline. That shows like a secret society.
Like I,
Word.
I got the what's it called, a manicure. No, what's the feet? The feet is the mani.
The feet is the pedicure.
The pet,
The
whatever it's
hands.
called. That's what I got. The feet
Yeah.
joint. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
shit was smooth. I ain't gonna hold you. Shit was smooth. Fucking little main
Yeah.
lane was rubbing the calf muscle, chopping it up. Know what I'm saying?
But they got mad shit. That's why I be asking people. They like, yo,
That gel shit. They like, nah, that gel shit feel good. Like, you know what I mean? Do that gel shit. But I'm like, I seen some joint where you put your feet in like this fish bowl or fish tank shit, and then they have like fish coming up, eating your shit and all
What?
this type of stuff. Niggas like, nah, don't do that one. Don't do that one. Word.
This
You feel
nigga
me?
got
But
fish eggs in between the toe jam. You know what I mean?
oh, see, hold on. We might be having a little technical difficulties on my end. You can hear me?
I can hear you.
Yeah, my fucking my headphones might have died on me, nigga. Keep the party rolling.
Nah, but I hear you. Hear
Hold
me?
up. Hold up. Yo.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, I think it's like, it's like, I don't know if they come in one specific color, but I seen like it's like a blue teal type of color for the gel shit that you put your feet in. You know what I'm saying? They supposed to use that as like, I don't know, like a scrub or massage, whatever the fuck they do. Like I said, I never had it before. And then it's another joint where you put your feet in like a fuck fish bowl or some shit, like a aquarium, and they got the fish eating maybe like the dead skin off your joint. I don't know. The niggas like, they like, yeah, that shit. Don't fuck with that fish. I was like, yeah, but I'm gonna go try to experience everything.
Nigga about to have the caviar in between your toes.
That's why I'm gonna stop holding myself back from just living life and doing good shit. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, that's all me. I ain't no excuse for not trying to enjoy. You know what I'm saying? The little things in life.
I feel you, man.
I mean, just like
I see you. Oh yeah, go ahead. Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, pop your shit. I'm about to pop my shit.
Yo, I see you back on the team iPhone. Know what I mean? Welcome back.
Oh.
No, I'm saying niggas.
That's 12 Pro Max. But I don't know. I feel like I'm lost in the sauce. You know what I mean? For all y'all motherfucking iPhone users that been doing this shit, that swipe up, swipe right, left, that shit ain't got no this shit. I don't know what I'm doing. You feel me? But I'm learning slowly but surely. I might Google something, hit a YouTube or something, but I'm gonna get right.
Facts. It's crazy because it's like a lot of people. I see people judge people off their phones, man. No,
Yeah,
I mean, like you see, niggas
fact.
text you. This nigga got a green bow. No, he's like,
And for
peasants. No.
Yeah, peasants. Like, I'm like, what the fuck does that even mean? What does it change for you though? Because now that I got an iPhone, I'm still trying to figure that out. It's like, if I don't have an Android, if I don't have an iPhone and I got an Android, if we texting each other, what does that do to the text messaging that makes it less than, you know what I'm saying? Like texting somebody with an Android, what makes it different than texting somebody with an iPhone? What's the benefit of having that blue dot, green dot, or whatever the fuck the color supposed to be?
I mean, I guess it's just like the different reactions and the way you could respond. Like if you texting back and forth with an iPhone, you could like do the touch respond and all that. I guess it's more smooth. It's like using WhatsApp and shit like that without
Like,
going to WhatsApp.
I see you could like a message.
Yeah.
Stuff like that, because that used to piss me off too. Like, I'm in a group chat with a bunch of iPhone users, and it'd be like, message, or he loved it, or they responded, and I'd be like, fuck it. I text back, and I copy and paste the same shit. It'd be like, nigga, I liked your message, looking like I got. You know what I'm saying? That shit used to be annoying. But the one thing that I do like about it is that they let you create your own emoji to look like yourself or whatever your character. And you send a voice recording, it actually mimics the movement of your facial expressions, and then you can send that off. So if you like ha laughing and doing this, or you make a sad face, it does that. So I thought that was dope. You know what I mean? Because I'll go back and forth with, with Jay, you know what I'm saying, or do something like even whoever. It's just a creative way to interact, and also being able to fucking group FaceTime. So, iPhones or whatever, I could get all of them on at once and group FaceTime. That's a dope feature. We were supposed to be talking about the differences between the phones. That's supposed to be like one of the joints. We kind of like did a smooth segue into that. So we pat ourselves on the back for that one. That was good. You feel me?
Word.
But what is it? You had both. You was an iPhone you longer, but you had both, and I had both. What is it? What are some of the pros and cons of things that you like about iPhone and or Android or whatever that makes you an iPhone user? Because you all the way team iPhone now, right?
Yeah, the only thing I didn't like about the Android was like the battery shit. Like the battery was trash.
Mm,
And I mean, the only thing I do like about Android is like as far as you could actually download shit directly to your phone, or
right,
you got that external SD card you could put in it to make
right.
more memory. That's and they make a lot of third party shit more easy to use. But other
Yeah,
than that, I can't get with the Android no more, fam.
damn.
And that's
I
a
mean,
fact.
it depends on what type of lifestyle you live in. You know what I'm saying? Because
That too.
I,
That too.
I'm not saying that the iPhone is not for people who can't afford it, because most of the people who got it can't afford it. You know what I'm saying? But I just feel like, I mean, now Samsung, you know what I'm saying, Galaxy or whatever, they prices is going up to match the same thing like iPhones. Before it wasn't really like that. It was a hell of a difference. You paying $1,000 for an iPhone minimum. You know what I'm saying? Now you got all the type of $1,200, $1,400, $2,000 almost for an iPhone, but then you got the new, I think that's like the S21. That shit is like 1,100, 1,200 too. You feel me? So with me, the biggest thing about me is like I like taking pictures. I like taking videos. I like capturing the moment. You know what I'm saying? I like taking pictures with my family, close friends, whatever. So I like to have a good camera that's not going to be distorted if I want to zoom in, or if I want to, do like a lot of movement, and I'm taking a video, like the shit can still keep up with that. So that's big for me. That's the only real reason why I like the Galaxy, because until now with this 4 camera shit or the 4K, it wasn't until the 4K joint with the iPhone that they really started taking crazy pictures. Because now when you take the pictures, it looked real cinematic with the iPhone. So that's why
Yeah,
when I was in the
even
I was
when
like,
you do the 4K videos, that should be looking retarded, man. That should be looking
mad crispy,
crazy.
right?
Fact.
But you know, I ain't gonna hold you. I still, when we was in the store to get the phone, because I just moved from the Samsung. I had an S8. That's how long I ain't even get a new phone. You know what I'm saying? I had the Galaxy S8, and them niggas is on like fucking, like I said, 20 some shit now. So um I was gonna get the 21, but it wasn't out yet. So that's why I ended up going with this, because I was like, yo, I want to take some dope ass pictures, yada yada yada. Or when we doing the podcast, I want to be able to look crispy, starting with my goddamn bottle, and people see me motherfucking clear. You hear me? You feel me? But um, for the same reasons that you said, being able to extend your memory with the external SD cards, that's a plus for me, because doing the music, you want to be able to put as much music as you want on there. And like I said, I like taking pictures. I want to be able to store as many pictures as I want on my phone without having to worry about deleting something later. You know,
Word.
that's just me. But I know for the people who think, they be like, just dump that shit on the external, put on the picture. But I need all my fingers I need all my joints at my fingertips. As soon as I got this joint and all my stuff got transferred over, as soon as I went into my phone, they was like, your iCloud full. I was like, nigga, what kind of shit is this? Charge me to use the iCloud. That's why I can't really get jiggy with all that. So, but for the most part, I'm overall I'm satisfied with my purchase, because I feel like, for whatever reason, this status symbol right here is bringing me closer to my family and friends. Once everybody had an option, like I just got out of jail, they was like, "Yo, whoa, welcome home,
Welcome home. No,
welcome home." You made I was like, "All right, fuck it, I'm in."
But that's what I'm saying. Like it's to the point where even if you try to holler at a shorty and your phone ain't right, son, you ain't. Now I mean, they gonna be looking at you like, nigga, you still got an iPhone 5. Like, know what I'm saying? Fuck out of here with that. Your shit
Like,
don't
what
even update no more.
kind of phone you got? Let me see what's
Fact.
up. I'm supposed to have a little tab so you could just pull this bitch.
I know they be slacking on the tab. Know what I mean?
Word. Come on, man. Get right, Belly.
Yo, tell Bel Air we need that sponsorship. You feel me?
You heard. You heard.
Facts.
You heard. Heard.
Facts.
You
Champagne
feel me?
Ruger.
So while we talking about all these status symbols and how much phones cost and starting with the Bel Air trying to get sponsorship, you know what I'm saying? I guess we could jump right into, the money and the different levels of that, like the haves and the have-nots. I'm gonna let you set that off.
I mean, like as far as me with money, I feel like if I ain't got it, son, I feel like a different person, son. Like nigga, the whole attitude be on some bullshit. Know what I'm saying? Like niggas don't. I don't even want nobody around me when my money ain't right, son. Truthfully, I don't want to be around niggas, and I don't want nobody around me. But then when you got money, it's like nigga wake up in the morning, nigga. Know what I mean, bright eyed bushy tail, son, getting to it.
It feel like the world is yours for real.
That's a fact. Like you like whatever. You with whatever. Nigga like what we doing?
All right, so you know how when people be saying like money ain't everything or whatever. I honestly don't believe that because it's nothing. It's not. I don't want to say it's nothing, but it's not. The majority of the shit that happens in life that you need to do, it requires money. But being that you feel like that, like you can't be happy without money, and it changes your mood or whatever. Do you think that makes you like a shallow person? Being that what I'm saying, you only can be happy when you get money when you have money in your pocket.
I mean, it could be because like I said, like at times, son, I'm materialistic. You feel me?
Yeah.
And I could say that like I'll be materialistic at times. But with me, even when I do get money, son, I don't even be I don't even be wanting to spend it sometimes. You feel me? Like I just be liking to
Mm.
look at that shit in my account, like nah, like nigga just
Right.
facts, niggas just looking at my bank
Yeah.
account, like alright, yeah, checking that shit
Yeah.
every 5 minutes, making sure everything copacetic. You feel me?
We see where it goes, right? I am
Facts.
right. I feel you.
Facts.
I definitely feel the same way because, like I said, we had conversations about people's bottom line, like they saying like your bottom number or whatever the case may be. And when I say that, it's like for most, for a lot of people that I know, which is actually a good habit to make for anybody that's listening out there. Like they'll make a certain number their zero number to be like they don't have any money. So
Yeah.
instead of it being like you look at your account and you actually have $0, they'll look in their account and see $5,000, $10,000, or whatever number it is that they choose, and they'll use that as the number to be like, I don't have any money. It's a good practice to have, you know what I'm saying? Because then you always make sure that just in case or rainy day or emergency, you got something that you can fall back on. Unfortunately, I wasn't one of those people who practiced that. You know what I'm saying? So when I look at my account and I say I ain't got no money, I really ain't got no money. You feel me? But any tips that you feel like you could give somebody, like the thing that I told you I started doing, which I would do off and on from before, but I started really going hard at doing it. Like if I break $100 bill, if I break a 50, 20, whatever it is, whatever the change is that I make it back in the house with for the day, I
Mm-hmm.
just put it into a jar. And then I'll start over when I get, when I got more money in my pocket. And then that's my way of saving and not spending all of the money for the day. And another thing is that I try to do is I try not to take cash outside, period. You know what I'm saying? Because I know if I go outside and I got $400 in my pocket, whatever the amount is, I might find a reason to spend that shit just cause I got it with me. You know what I'm saying? So is there anything that you learned over time that helped you save money and just to be able to stack and not blow all your bread?
Well, with me, what I do is like if I feel like I need something or I want not even I need something, if I want something and if I feel like I can't buy two of them, then I don't need one.
Mm,
That's how I be looking at it. And
right.
also, like you said, like me, I don't bring too much cash out on me. And I also try not to use my card a lot too. So if I do need to spend something, I gotta go to the ATM. If not one close, then I'm like, fuck it. I ain't copping nothing or I ain't about to swipe my card. That's what helped me. But I got OCD. So now me. So,
I know you don't be. You've been like that all the time. You don't even be trusting a lot of ATM shit because people be doing the
yeah,
fuck shit.
yeah, facts.
And the scammers is out here. You got these niggas with these fucking card
With the
readers and all this
readers,
type
yeah,
of shit. Yeah, people that be on the tape, they work in the store. Them niggas might steal your card information too. You feel
facts.
me? So
Like if I go to a
that's real.
restaurant, I try to have cash on me when I go to a restaurant because them niggas walk away with your cards, son. You don't know what they doing with your joint.
Right, right.
So
You know,
I don't know. I just be trying to dot my I's and cross my T's. You feel me?
yeah. Like even before the pandemic, shit was hard. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I know it's a lot of people out here that's doing what they're doing now during this pandemic. I know it's people that's losing their jobs or whatever the case may be, but when you look around, there's a lot of people that's getting to it too. You feel me?
Facts.
Because change, you know what I'm saying? However it is that you get into it, whether it be legal or illegal, y'all niggas do what y'all do. But because there's not a lot of things open and a lot of things to do, you could save you could save more money than you was able to save um from before. But I'm just saying that to say this: the people who not used to having money, once you get that money or whatever the case may be, the money, the extra money, don't take it upon yourself to just go blow it trying to buy everything that you always wanted or you never had before. I'm telling you because I used to have that mentality too. Like I was broke for so long that once I started having shit, I started trying to buy everything that I was missing. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like all of the stuff that I couldn't have only because I felt like I was never gonna get money again. You know what I'm saying? And in some instances, I'll be like that too. Like once I get to a certain account, a certain amount of money, and I'll be looking at that money, I'll be looking at it like you. I'm like, man, I don't want to spend this shit. I'm gonna leave this shit right here. You know what I mean? At the same time, I'll be like, I'm back on that mentality too. Like I try to treat myself, you know what I'm saying? Not blow all my bread, but still, you know what I'm saying? You got to reward yourself for how hard you work. I bust my ass every day. You feel me? So to not try to take some of that money and reward myself, make myself feel good, pamper myself, as well as my family, I'm doing myself a disservice. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
You got to be able to make yourself feel good so you can get up and keep fighting that fucking fight. You know what I mean? A lot of us is on a hamster wheel. I know you on the hamster wheel. I'm on the hamster wheel. I got a fucking gorilla suit I got to put on every day and go out here and fight this battle. You can't do that without getting a motherfucking manicure and a pedicure.
All right, so let me ask you this: like, as far as money, what your upbringing like was your parents involved in telling you how to handle money, or telling you to save money, or telling you put this away and don't spend this, don't spend that type shit?
All right, so it's a difference between telling somebody and then showing somebody. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
My mom's was very adamant about saving money and telling me all of the trying to keep me away from all the pitfalls of living a bad life and blowing bread and all this type of shit. But at the same time, it's not like she walked me into a bank, opened me up a bank account, showed me how to use a bank card and those type of things that a kid should know so that they can look and see money in a bank account and learn how to appreciate a dollar. It took me a long time to have an appreciation for money, to know what it was. And that didn't happen until I kind of moved out on my own and had to see what it was like to pay bills. And when you working and you looking and going, damn, I'm making this much money. And then as soon as I make it, that shit is going right back out. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's gone, you know, because when you growing up, as soon as you get money, you ain't got to worry about really paying nothing. You living with your parents. You feel me? And it's a lot of y'all motherfuckers that still living with your parents or your grandparents that be acting like y'all doing something, but that's the only real reason people be having a lot of money, because they still don't have the responsibilities as an adult that an adult should have. You feel me? So when I was growing up, no, I didn't really have an appreciation for money for one, and nobody was really showing me the proper way to save money other than just like. And then another thing too is like you gotta have money to save money. When I was real young, I wasn't having no money. You feel me? Unless it came from like a birthday card or some shit like that. It wasn't like having enough money. At $20, how long could you save $20? You know what I'm saying? Once you start doing your own shit, you want to start selling a little weed here. You want to do the, but still looking at it like this money is gonna keep coming. It's gonna keep turning over. So you still don't have an appreciation. You know what I mean? But same question to you. What about you? How was it? What you doing this shit?
With me, I wouldn't say as a kid, but right before I left the crib, my stepmom she gave me like a bank account because I started working. She was telling me just put money in the account as you get paid, but I never did though. You know what I'm saying? I had the account, but nigga, when I was getting those checks, nigga, I was blowing money, being method, blowing money fast, man. For real. And then when I moved back to New York, she sent me with a note saying like, you better get a job because it's the only way you gonna eat. And that's when I started like learning how to save money and shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Struggle.
When you know, like say like, I know I could get help, right? But still, like, you know, other people in my family is like struggling. So even if they could help me, I don't want to put the burden on them. You know what I'm saying? I'll go to them if I really needed to, but I don't want to always look at it like, oh, I could fall back on my mom's and this, that, and the third, whatever. So when you out and you gotta live and really try to take care of a lot of your shit on your own, you look and you be like, damn, I gotta really try to get my money together, get my life together. You know what I'm saying? But it could be stressful, even when you're the type of person like that's good with saving money. Like I said, when you don't have enough money to save, it's hard. Rent is a motherfucker living in New York City. You see what I'm saying? So some people make just enough to pay their bills or whatever. By the time you finish paying everything that you got to pay, there's no money left for you to save. You know what I'm saying? So that's the thing too. You gotta be in like a 2-income house, 3-income house in order to really be able to survive. And that's where everybody working together, pooling their resources so that everybody could get a piece of the pie. It'll work better that way, so that say like everything is paid off, everybody take their money and pay everything off, and then you divide what's left over and give everybody a equal piece of the pie. If you're a single parent, or like some person got one of y'all got a good job and the other person got a good job, it might not work the way that it's supposed to. You feel me? Because like I said, living in New York, you could be paying $2,500, $3,000 rent. That shit is fucking crazy. Most people only making what, $15 an hour minimum wage. That should sound good, but it ain't good.
I don't know. So as far as your kids, do you explain to them like the value of money, or try to make them have better like judgment or better way to handle how they handle money? If so,
Yeah, all the time. Like my older son, nigga 18 or whatever the case may be, he got, bank accounts and all that type of shit. And you try to explain to him like, yo, save your bread, whatever, stack your bread. Especially now knowing what I know, it's like, all right, if we in the household and we paying the bills or whatever. I'm not saying that he gonna get away scot free, because I feel like you're supposed to put the pressure on your kids to be like, it's on them to pay the bills in the crib, but at the same time, you want them to pay a bill or help towards paying something if they working, because you want them to know what it's like when they get out on their own. But at the same time, I want him to be able to save as much money that he could save while he here, because I know how hard it's gonna be when he out, when he do get on his own. You know what I'm saying? It's not as easy as you think it is when you were a kid, because kids be thinking like, oh, when I get on my own, I'm not gonna have to do this or this or this. Like everything that they feel like their parents is putting on them is gonna be 10 times harder because you're not worried about what it costs to do laundry. You're not worried about what it costs to buy the food and keep the food running and all the other miscellaneous shit. You're not worried about what it costs to buy a Metro card. You're not worried about what it costs to, you know what I'm saying, like put clothes and sneakers. They don't worry about those costs. Or like, you know what I'm saying, if you want to do some extracurricular activity, things like that. You think what was the episode with fucking on the Huxtables when the nigga was using the monopoly?
Facts.
Like that's real life lessons. You feel me? So, Jay, she only 10, but I still try to keep it in mind in her mind that and all of them, like I want them to be a boss. I want them to be, self-sufficient. I want them to always think about, having their own ownership. Because, if you feel like you going to become a millionaire working for somebody else, I'm not saying that it can't happen, but you're gonna have to go out there and work crazy hard in order to work with somebody else to, you know what I'm saying? Because niggas ain't gonna let you become no millionaire working at their company, especially if you just have a job and not a career.
That's a fact.
Word. I teach them as best I can with with the knowledge that I have. I ain't the sharpest knife in the drawer, you know what I'm saying? But I could cut some bread.
Like as far as like with us, like our daughter, she's 16, and no, she'll be 16 this year, but she's 15. So she had a bank account from last year. So we're just trying to get her whole situated, like get her used to like going to the ATM or going to the actual bank and putting money in her account or using Cash App and transferring shit. Like my daughter's the same. She's just like me. Like she don't be want she want to spend money, but she don't want to spend her own money type shit. But with her, she'll fuck around, get money, stack, and next thing you know, she got like $300 just tucked. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So she on that type of shit too. She's just like me. Like she'll stack her money up.
That's what's up, man. Like I said, I don't know, man. When the thing about it is like I don't want them to not enjoy their life because it's the same thing what we talking about. I just don't want them to make like stupid purchases. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I don't want my to be living life feeling like I'm all gonna just buy, PlayStation games or fucking Gucci belt and this, that, and third, whatever. Go out there, make some investments that adds to you. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Whatever. You feel me? Chase a dream, making it, like I said, invest. If you are gonna buy games, buy a fucking setup so that you could record yourself on YouTube so that you could be able to make some money off of it. Don't just keep giving other people money because, like I said, it's all about ownership with me. Do something that's going to help you become your own boss. That's how I look at it. You feel me?
Facts.
You know what I mean? That's what it is with the fucking ADOPE podcast, with the fucking ADOPE clothing line. We trying to be our boss. We don't want to, you know what I'm saying? That's part of the reason why we do this. Aside from the fact is that, like you, my brother, my best friend, we got a good idea. People wanted to see it. It's a way for us to come out or get out from under the man's foot, the thumb, whatever the fuck you call it. You know what I'm saying? And really walk the street standing on our 10 toes. You know what I'm saying? 2 feet down. But I don't know, man. The only thing that I could do is just hope for the best. You plant that seed and hope that shit grow.
Yeah, that's exactly. Plant that seed and nurture it and watch it grow. That's all you can do.
You feel me?
Right.
Like, we really on some sentimental shit this episode. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what this was like. Last with that Bernie Sanders shit had niggas in a frenzy. But we can't be talking about thoughts every episode.
Facts. No, see, gotta give y'all some life lessons too. No, see? Crossing the green, never in between. No, see?
You feel me? Nigga here sweating. Like I feel like I'm being interrogated under this shit.
Shit crazy.
You know what I
You
mean?
got them 80 watt bolt, 80 watt bulbs in your joint.
Yeah, and that shit like right churn, like right, right. Yeah, shit, that shit right there.
Word. Nigga
I
said,
mean,
I feel like Mitch. Nigga said, I feel naked out here, B. You
yeah,
know what I'm saying?
podcast here, put the bell in there.
Sipping on his sea moss.
No, you trying to get healthy. I'm trying to get wealthy. You see this right here? This motherfucking sponsor.
I mean, it's all about balance. Now I'm saying, don't roll up the sea moss.
Yeah.
You dig what I'm saying?
You feel me? Oh, put a
Nigga said chakalaka. Yo.
Word.
Yo.
I ain't even gonna hold you. A lot of that talk, that rambling I was just doing, that shit got to get. I was screwed, edited. For the most part, I'm good out here, man. Thank you for fucking holding it down. This is personal from me to you, man, because like I said, man, you be doing a lot with the goddamn podcast, chopping up everything, putting us out there, making us look good, man. We both do this shit right here, but man, if it wasn't for you for doing all the shit from behind the scenes, people wouldn't even know we got a motherfucking podcast. So hats off, man.
Yeah, teamwork make the dream work. That's what it is.
That's what it
is. For real.
I mean, on another note, what we doing?
Yeah.
All right, man. Yeah, look, we talked about a lot of shit, but before we get out of here, we're gonna do this question of the day.
Let's get to it.
So do you feel like sex life changes once you get married as opposed to when you guys are just dating?
I'm gonna tell you from a personal stance. I mean,
let's get it.
I think it definitely changes. You know what I'm saying? Cause like, especially when you got a kid and all that. Cause like, with me personally, like before the kid, shit was going down. And you know what I mean, going down whenever. You know what I'm saying? Anytime, wherever, whenever. You know what I'm saying? And then when you get a kid, when the kid comes into play, it's like, I don't know, man. Kids just automatically known for hating. You know what I'm saying? Niggas don't, you know what I'm saying?
So you got a cock blocker?
For real. It don't matter. It don't matter what age they are. You know what I'm saying? For real. They be teenagers still knocking on the door. Y'all sleep? No, nigga. See the door closed. You know what I'm saying? Nigga said you gotta put the baby down like you making a robbery. Nigga said don't move. Nigga, lay down.
But, all right, so what about the people who don't have kids or whatever, you know what I'm saying, or who can't say that it's the kid who changed their sex life, you know what I'm saying? Or let's just speak about this before, or what do you feel like the only change happened once you had a kid, or was it a change happening somewhat before that? Like, I don't want to say could you pinpoint the perfect moment, but what do you think was the shift in your relationship, or are you really legit saying that it was once you had to?
No, I'm just saying like it was different. It was a difference. It felt like more of it got to be like a schedule, or you got to wait, or you got to wait till the kids, you got to wait till they ain't up or they can't. You know what I'm saying? It becomes that, and then just a lot of shit like I don't know, cause like I said, I was with my wife from this year was what 19 years. So
wow,
you know what I'm saying? We was together from young. So when we younger, you doing all the good looks. When you're younger, you doing like you ripping and running, you doing whatever. You know what I'm saying? And then as you get older, then you got real responsibilities now. So it's like a lot of shit change, a lot of shit slow up. And That's what happens. You feel me?
Shit, man. I mean, I guess that's what it was for me. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Before I even got with my wife, you know what I'm saying? We both already had kids. So I can't even say it was the kids who changed our situation. I just want to say it's basically as we grew and took on more responsibility, that's what interfered with, you know what I'm saying, the sex life as we knew it. You know what I'm saying? Because when we was just dating on some shit, ripping and running, every time we got up, it was just
No.
shoulders moving.
Nigga said, do
You know
the
what I mean?
stinky leg. Do the stinky
Well, I
leg.
the crib, it was busted. Oh, shit. I mean, now, it's like you said, it gotta be that schedule. You working late, you tired. I gotta wait for you not to be tired. It gotta be a Saturday with a full moon. You gotta wait for it to line up. Nah, but I ain't knocking it. I ain't mad because like I know what it is, and at the same time, it's like if I ever do feel like, you know what I'm saying, a nigga running low or a nigga head start going like this or whatever, I might say something like, yo, hey, I'm looking the other way. You better get my attention. You feel me? Like, you know what I'm saying? Call a nigga back because that's how niggas start wandering. You start, that sex life start slipping and then it's a bitch over there calling your name saying, once a nigga start doing this, you better call that back. Remember why he started fucking with you. You know what I'm saying? Feel me? But yeah, so like in the beginning, shit just was crazy, and it's now you just don't gotta. It don't fit into the schedule. You ain't got enough hours in the fucking day to do the shit you used to be doing. You know what I'm saying? Now it's like, you know, you appreciate it anyway. Now I'm older than what I used to be too, so it's like before you want to go 2, 3, 4 times. Now I get a fucking 2 minutes in a sandwich. You my best.
It's like yak. Word.
Feel me? And on that note,
it's been another episode of ADOPE Podcast. It's your boy Ruga Juice.
And your boy Feature.P.
And we out this bitch.
Yeah.